Right. Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, March 25, 2020, March 25, 2025. This is General Chemistry 1, Section 72, Spring 2024-2025 semester. And the time is 10:20 a.m. 10:20 a.m. We are still in chapter, or we going to start chapter number 7. And I didn't talk anything about it, did I?
Yeah, شوي بس introduction
Uh,
first slide.
about
أنا ما بتذكر
about the slide. Okay.
بس
Okay.
first slide يعني.
First slide, maybe the title only. All right.
Yeah.
So maybe I talked about the title, quantum theory, and the electronic structure of an atom. Now, what we're going to talk about today, you have an atom, and the atom has got a nucleus, and inside the nucleus there are protons, positively charged, neutrons, zero charged, and there are some shells around the nucleus, and there are electrons in there. There are some electrons in there, okay? Now, uh, electrons will be in there. Now, the idea in here, or what we're going to do right now, we're going to find how we can arrange the electrons inside the atom. So again, that's the quantum theory. Quantum means what? When we say quantum, that means we want to quantize certain things. When I want to quantize anything, yani for example, if I have student, every student has got his name or her name. So, okay. Now, students have names in there. Now, instead of names, instead whatever her name, I would say number 1, number 2, number 3. That means I quantized. Is it okay? It's nothing really يعني magic in there. Just quantizing, that means quantum number. I give her a quantum number. Each one will have a quantum number, a number. Okay. Now I'm going to talk first of all about the electron configuration. Electron, I'm going to use abbreviation, okay, later on. Configuration, electron configuration. Electron configuration here, I mean by electron configuration that I'm having, okay, I'm having actually an atom. Whenever I'm having an atom, the atom is made of a nucleus, as we said. There are protons, which are positively charged, and the neutrons, which are zero charged. And there will be some shells, a shell, a shell, a shell. There are some shells and subshells we're going to look at later on. And in there, we have some electrons. So we have to arrange the electrons in the shells so that the electrons are going to be distributed. So these are the electrons in there. Now the idea is how we can arrange the electrons inside an atom, as simple as this. Let me start with something quite important in here, the way I always do it. If I'm having an atom, I'm going to have the atom, I'm going to imagine that the atom is actually a hotel. The hotel in here, it will have floor number 1, floor number 2, floor number 3, floor number 4, floor number 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. This is the first floor, second floor, 3, 4, 5, and so on. We continue with the floors. It's a hotel built of many floors. Okay? Now, we're going to use our imagination. Floor number 1 is made only of one room. Yani imagine that you have a hotel, you go to the first floor, and the first floor there is only one room, yani a royal room. Yeah, you understand how it is. Yani the whole surface is one room. When I say room, it means how many people can stay in the room? 2 people maximum. Yani 2 beds in every room. All right? When I go to floor number 2, I can find in there are 2 rooms in floor number 2. When I go to floor number 2, I see 2 rooms, but the rooms in here, this one room in here and the second room is when I open the door, I can see there are 3 compartments, okay? Yani I am outside and there is the second room. I open the door and I see one compartment, another compartment, and another compartment. 2 beds, 2 beds, and 2 beds. You understand? Can you figure it out? Yeah? Good. Now, when I go to the third room, or the third floor, sorry, when I go to the third floor, I can find there are 3 rooms in there, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Room number 1. Room number 1, it's only 1 room. Room number 2, it has actually 3 compartments, 1, 2, and 3. Room number 3 in here, it has 5 compartments, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, before I continue here, the first floor, the first room in here, I give it a symbol S. Label is S. In here, the first room is always S. The first room is always S. The second room in here, it is P. S, and that's P. And in here, it is actually P. The third room is going to be D from now on. You understand how it is? Yeah? If I go to floor number 3, or yes, floor number 4, actually. If I go to floor number 4, I will find there are 4 rooms in here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And every room is actually having some compartments or divisions in the rooms. They're having some division. Now, the first one, 2, and here it has 3 divisions, 1, 2, 3, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and in here 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Now, labeling the rooms, this will be labeled S, and this will be labeled P, and this will be D, and this will be F. Okay. When I go higher and higher, the number of rooms are going to be more. And if the number of rooms is going to be more, that means many rooms, small rooms. Yes? You understand? That's a same surface area, but the number of rooms are more and more. That means the size of each room is less. Yeah? Okay? Now, if I go to room number 60, how many room, floor number 60? Floor number 60. The hotel is in a small town, and they built a hotel, and the foundation of the hotel is so strong, yani you can build 1 million floors, okay? But you don't need 1 million floors because of the number of customers that will come to this hotel, all right? Now, you build maximum 7 floors, you don't need people, more customer will come, you can build more floors. Is it clear? Now, if I have a hotel, I would never run the hotel myself. Never. You know why? If you have a hotel, you don't run it. I have some relatives in Beirut, they have hotels. You don't see them in the hotels. Why? Because if you see them in there, if I go in there, I will get free lunch, free everything, free sleeping in his hotel. He wouldn't take money from me, and then he will get bankrupt. Yes, so you don't see them in the hotel. All right. But you see managers. That means you have to ask a manager to come and manage your hotel. When you employ a manager to manage your hotel, okay, now you have to tell him what he has to do. You're the boss. Now you tell him. Now remember one thing, all the electrons look the same. They have the same mass. They look the same speed. Everything is the same. Yani we cannot differentiate between one electron and the second electron. We have to treat them all the same, صح? Yani the first come, the first serve. Now you tell the manager, you have a chart and you have to follow the chart. And you go 1S, 2S, 2P, 3S, 3P, 3D, 4S, 4P, 4D, 4F, 5S, 5P, 5D, 5F, 6S, 6P, 6D, 6F, 7S, and I don't need to continue. That's enough. And you tell them, first of all, he should know the number of people who can stay in actually in the S. How many people can stay in room S? Maximum 2. They cannot have more than 2. P, 2, 4, 6. Okay, that's 6 in here. D.
5 by 2, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, F. 14, and so on. Now, these are the labels on the room. Yani, if I take the lift, I go to the 3rd floor, and I come out from the lift, how many rooms I should see? 3 rooms. And what are the rooms? I can see S, P, D. I know that S, 2 people can stay in there. P, if I open the door of P, I can see 1 compartment, 2 beds, 2 beds, 2 beds. The 3rd room, D, if I open the 3rd room, I see 5 compartments, yes? All right, that means 10 people can stay in there. And then you tell them, you tell your manager, you tell him, first come, first served. The first people who will come, now you put them in 1S. Now, where would you like to stay, in the 1st floor or in the floor higher? Why? It's big, huge, and you're sharing with only 1 person and 2 beds, a very large area. That means he's not going to upset you, you're not going to upset him, صح? Okay, and that's not important, it's not enough. More important is that you are close to the reception in the hotel, صح? Because you are close to the reception, whenever you call the reception, you want something, they will come immediately. Why? Because you're staying in a royal room, صح? You are important, okay? And the person who is going to serve you, he is waiting for some bakshish, yeah, right? If you don't give him, at least he will tell his friend that I met this guy or these people who were in the royal room, صح? Okay, so that's very important. انت قلت وانا كنت. Okay. طيب, now, and you tell him, the first 2 people, the first one comes in here, second one goes in there. Now you fill the 1st floor, which has 1 room. And then you go to the 2nd floor. Other people, you send them in here. 1 in here, the 2nd one in there. And then you go to 2P. 2P, it means it goes 1 in here. Now, let's talk about the P. Now, I open the door right in here. I am in P. Room number P. I should expect that I'm having 1 compartment, 2 beds, another compartment, another compartment. Now, when I'm going to stay 6 beds, which area I take? The first here, or in the middle, or in the last?
The last.
No, I would say in the first one. Why? Close to the door. If anything happened to the hotel, I know how to escape. صح? I don't know this hotel. You understand? Yani I go in here. Now I stay in here. The second customer, when he comes, where he stays? Next to me? Sure. There is other places. Why do I have to stay with somebody who's in here? I go to the next room. It's empty, صح? I want privacy. I take the second. The third one who will come, where he goes? To the 3rd one. The next one, number 4, where he goes? He goes there. 5 here, 6 in there. You see the sequence? And that's exactly what will happen. The first one in here as electron, the second electron goes in here, the third one in here, next one in here, 5 and 6. Is this clear? Yeah. Now, you finished 2P and then 3S. 3S. Where is the 3S? 3S, 1 in here, and the second one, now it's full. 3S, yeah? Then you go where? 3P. 3P, same sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Is this clear? Now you go where? Now that's a problem. If I have a hotel, and now I finished with the 2nd floor, I filled it 3S and the 3P. Now, if 1 customer is coming, which would I open him a room 3D, which will have 10 beds, and next day I have to change all the sheets of the 10 beds because I don't know where he slept, because he has access to all beds, صح? Okay? Exactly. I will upgrade him. So what I tell him? I will tell him, listen, instead of send you to 3D on the 3rd floor, You might have maybe some other customer will come, other customers will come. Then you're going to share with 9 people. But I can upgrade you to 4S. Now you share with only 1 person instead of 9. Yeah, that's one good thing. Would you prefer it? Of course. You would like to share with 1, not with 9. That's one. And also, you are higher up. That means you can see your view is much better. صح? Okay. Now the next one in here, you go to 4S. You don't go to 3D. Once you go to 4S, so you got 1 and 2. Now the next step, we have no other options. I will go back now to 3D. Now 3D. Now look in here, 10 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. طبعا I missed it by chance. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you go from 3D all the way down to 5S, passing through 4P. And then you go to 4D, and then all the way down to 6S, and then to 4F, and then all the way down to 7S. You don't have to go further because that's the maximum number of electrons that we can come across. All right. Now, this is called electron configuration. Electron configuration. Electron configuration, and you need to memorize. Now, once you have the chart, now you can actually do whatever you want. Okay. Now, I think I give you some idea about it. Next time we continue in more details. All right. Now, في حدا اجى هون المفروض يجي. وين؟ ها؟ نحن what time؟ ها؟ come and take your paper. إيه أكيد. انتوا جايين مأخرين. هون للشباب. Take it from here.
ما في اسم ناخذ اللي
في شيء باسم، في شيء بدون اسم، اللي بدون اسم ما تاخذوهم. اوكي. طيب. اوكي anyway. بعد ما اجى علي. طيب. Now electron configuration. Let's see how we can do the electron configuration in here. Electron configuration. يعني if somebody will tell me you have an element X, atomic number of the element X is, for example, 28. That's the atomic number. That means how many electrons are in there. Now, if I want to write the electron configuration, if you ask me to do this, I will plot this in front of me on a piece of paper with the arrows, and then I start going. Then I would say that's 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, and then 3s2, 3p6, 3p6, 4s2, 3d, and on you have 10, and here 10, 20, and this is 8. That's it. That's the complete electron configuration. All right. Now, this is the complete electron configuration. Let me just find out about this guy. شوفي شيء
شو هاي له خريطة
خريطة ها أي تاني شو السؤال
دكتور أنا بعطيك الحل أنا بروح معه بلايو بعدين بفوت معك
Okay.
يعني maximum
Okay. We have actually So we stop in here, and next time we continue the rest. Stay where you are. Let me stop this one.